We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw on second down, McDonald. And they take him down. The Bills get to it. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's McDonald. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
38-yard line.
Now Scott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
26 yards. And the Titans' first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. His pass caught at the 4. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tennessee.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Titans 7, Bills 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football.
27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running from the gun with Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, McDonald. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First down, Titans.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McDonald. They set up the screen for Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Tennessee.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 7, Bills 0.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
10 at their own 36-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 40 now on second down. Allen.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They will find Davis. That's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cox. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, McDonald. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Operating from the gun. McDonald to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, the Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. From the gun, McDonald got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From a yard out, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the carry, this is Scott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now left side on the swing pass. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Their own 26.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. This complete to Henry over the middle. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. This one caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, McDonald, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. As time expires in the first half, and the Bills draw a bit closer. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
It's a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing is Allen on third. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again. McDonald. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And right side, Henry's got it. And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on second down. McDonald toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. From the gun, McDonald, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Caught by number 10.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen over the middle. That's caught by Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll field this at the 5. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. You call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. Throw left side complete. It's Cox. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the gun, McDonald. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Titans 21, Bills 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with McDonald. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to... Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
5-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
You got it. You got it. We got it.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's McDonald to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 30.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
That's good.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So this one a 10.